Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome along to tonight's stream. First up, we have the Corolla as per normal, and then we have the Lamborghini AMs to come afterwards. So, let's get the elephant out of the room first. My voice is still a little bit croaky. Some of you do know I had my stag this weekend, so I'm a little bit still worse for wear, but we will get through this tonight and have some fantastic racing out on track for us to view and look at. As you can see, got the table up here in front of me, so we will start with that briefly whilst we've got it up here. So currently leading the championship at the moment is Tartan on 79 points. Lieutenant Dan making the jump there into second on 70. Ayrton there in third on 60. Obviously missed the last race. Then we've got Old Pete there in fourth. Then Racy Davey there in fifth. Rich Pugh dropping down to sixth with missing around there. Then we've got Danzo in seventh. Johnny Tattoo there in eighth. Oggy there in ninth. Honey there in 10th, Spider in 11th, D-Man 12th, Foxy there in 13th, and TBC GT7 there at the bottom with 5 points. So, let's have a little look at the chat and see who we've got along here. So obviously standard is finalised being the first one in the chat. Say, is he the first to leave a comment? Yes, you were. Congratulations. Rich Pugh there saying evening all. Mammy, let's go. Good evening all. Good luck to all the drivers. Rick there. Howdy buddy. Let's grow. Danny C. Good luck for those racing. Thumbs up. Danny C. obviously currently leading the Lamborghini Pros, which will be on Thursday. Hopefully I can recover a little bit more between now and then, because I am still feeling the weekend very much. Right, let's get the qualifier underway for these guys. Let's get this one underway. It's going to be a tricky one here at Catalunya. So, let's just have a look. First out on the blocks is Lieutenant Dan. Look how nice and quickly out of the starting blocks he is. So, Lieutenant Dan there in the Bandits Club car. Ayrton is still in the pits. We'll come back to him in a minute with Danzo there. Just coming round. Which Pew's out on track. Henny's with us again. Oggy there as well. Just coming around 6th out of the blocks at the moment. Jazz just there with Rich Pew just as well. There is Tartan, the current championship leader, just coming round as well. Tartan out on track. Interesting, Tartan normally leaves it till halfway through the session to come out on track to give himself some clean there, but he has come out in amongst everyone here. Then we've got Florins there in 8th. Demon is just coming round at the end of the first section here, that there. Foxy in 11th, and Johnny, I believe, has got a penalty for this round, so that might be why Johnny's in the pits. I will have a look and confirm that and come on to you. But it's going to be Lieutenant Dan, who's got a half-second penalty for starting 5 laps. So that's going to hinder Lieutenant Dan's first lap, because has already gone through the penalty zone. So that's definitely going to hinder the thing there. Oh, there we go. We've got Jesse in the chat. Tough out. Yeah, I'm going to have to tough out. Very much so. Might have to get a glass of water at the half-time break. Definitely. But here's Lieutenant Dan leading us out and away. That's a great shot there as they all come nose to tail pretty much down the. So if he's moving out and using all of that curve to get a line into the first corner. Danzo not too far behind as well. Which is going to make this interesting when Lieutenant Dan serves the penalty. But we'll stay on. Let's put it to the chin. Right, we're going to say we're on board with Lieutenant Dan for this lap. Give me a driver you want us to watch for the second lap. And then we'll watch them for the second lap. Seems we should get a good couple of fast laps here. I want to see what Lieutenant Dan can do though with the half-second penalty. Whether is it going to affect Danzo behind? Is Danzo going to get past? Jazz not too far behind down the third. Rich the Puga's coming up the hill as well. So Lieutenant Dan's going to serve the penalty. Moves over to serve the penalty, but Danzo follows. Danzo really gained that much on Lieutenant Dan there? He's tucked in nicely behind it. He's going to get some slipstream here. So obviously this is the version of Catalunya with no chicane. So the current Formula 1 layout. Before obviously this is due not to be a Formula 1 track for much longer. As they move on to a street circuit. Madrid, but that's Danzo in the lead. Jazz has gone on to pole, so great lap there from Jazz. So Jazz pole, Danzo second, Rich third, Lieutenant Dan fourth. Henny is crossing the line and Henny's in fifth. Tartan's about to cross the line and goes into pole position. Ayrton crossing the line goes into fourth. Florence goes seventh. Oggy is coming around with a half-second penalty, so this lap won't count for Oggy, unfortunately. So Oggy will be in ninth. Demon is going to cross the line and goes up into sixth place. So great job there. There's Penny in ninth. So Foxy who's going to cross the line and is P9. And then Penny there in 10th spot. So the one that's going to miss out here is unfortunately with Oggy having the half-second penalty. The last lap didn't count because he got the penalty, and in this lap he's going to have to serve the penalty. But we do still have 5 minutes left, so everyone should get another lap in here. There's your current provisional pole sitter starting at the moment. A great job from OP, aka Jazz, there in second. Danzo third. Lieutenant Dan's got another half-second penalty. So this flying lap won't count for Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan could straight on into the ground. Was that just to get out of the way, or was there an issue with some kind of steering input there? Friends are just coming through as well. So they were still very bunched up together. Tartan's just gone through this group. Is anyone setting a better lap time? Danzo has set a better lap time in third. Richard Pugh's gone faster as well in fourth. So these are the end of the flying laps. So Richard Pugh in fourth. Ayrton's crossing the line. Is Ayrton going to improve? Has Ayrton got anything? Ayrton moves up to fourth, being Richard down into fifth. Florenza is moved up into seventh. So Lieutenant Dan is now eighth. Henny is finished. Froxy is the last one on a flying lap. Oggy is into 11th. Had to serve that half-second penalty on that lap, unfortunately. Froxy's the only one that can change his running order. Goes for the checkered flag. And is Froxy in 10th. So that is the end of the flying laps. And it is Tartan on pole position again. But Jazz, aka Old Pete, there in second with fantastic job putting it in front of 3 drivers that are in the pro side of the academy. So anyone that's new here, 2 sides of the academy. You've got the academy drivers like Jazz in front of you, with the black and green car. So they are academy drivers. And then you have drivers like Tartan, who's on pole, who's on the pro side, and you can see Ayrton behind as well. So they have their own liveries on their cars, and they are the pro side of it. So that's how you can kind of differentiate between the two drivers. Well, have a look at the results there. So Tartan on pole, 1 minute 50.066. Jazz, as I said, phenomenal job there in second, 1 minute 50.865. Then after that we had Danzo in third, Ayrton fourth, Richard Pugh in fifth. So they are all on the pro side of the grid. And then it's Demon and Thrones there in 6th and 7th. Lieutenant Dan in 8th with those unfortunate penalties. Penny there in 9th. Foxy in 10th. Oggy there in 11th. And Johnny there with no time for the penalty from the previous race. But let's just let everyone know. Are we ready to go? And we can get this one underway. Everyone place your bets how long until my voice decides to get very croaky in this. Let's get this one underway here for round 6 of the Corolla Cup here at the Circuit de Catalunya. Right, so we've got all the drivers here on the grid, all lined up and ready and waiting to go. The lights are on the gantry, and that's the full set of 5 lights. How long are they going to be held for? And they are underway. No false starts, which is great from all of the drivers. It's Tartan leading everyone away. As we come towards this long first straight. Tartan moving defensive over towards the inside bit. Is Jazz going to have a look at the inside? No, just tucked in. Ayrton going around the outside. Is Ayrton going to make that stick? Ayrton does make that stick. But now we'll have the outside line again, which is going to drop Ayrton down into 4th because Danzo has got the inside. This is giving Tartan an absolute break. He's Max Verstappen in this up front. It's the second clear already. So Danzo in 3rd, Ayrton 4th. Demon is up into 5th, so great start there from Demon. Penny in 6th, Oggy in 7th, so having a great start as well. Lieutenant Dan in 8th, Johnny is in 9th. They're just going up the inside of Lieutenant Dan's up into 8th now. So Lieutenant Dan dropping down into 9th spot. Then we've got Richard Pugh in 10th with a half-second penalty. So not a great start from Richard there. Then it's Foxy in 11th. And Florenz there in 12th, so not a good start from Florenz there either, dropping towards the back as well. So Tartan 1.1 seconds in the lead going into the braking zone of the first corner. You can see Jazz just come through as well, but then Ayrton making a move up the inside of Danzo, so getting that done and up into P3. We'll save that so we can potentially come back and have a look at that in a moment when things settle down in the race here. Danzo is on Ayrton's so this is giving Jazz a little bit of a chance to break away, but also bringing Demon into play here. We've got a couple of penalties behind, so you've got Penny there with a half-second penalty. You've got Oggy with a half-second penalty. So those two currently with some penalties. Johnny is under pressure from Lieutenant Dan, so let's go forward with Lieutenant Dan, who's bump drafting Johnny down the start-finish straight. He's going to move over and try and get the move on into turn 1, or is he going to stay top of the race? He's moving over, thinking about it. Later on the brakes going up the inside. Johnny's like, no, I can stay here. I've got grip. I'll get the next corner. I'll get the next apex. Making it hard for Lieutenant Dan to get around here. Lieutenant Dan looking at the inside. thinking about a move up on the inside, is alongside Johnny. This is going to go in the inside into the next corner. Johnny breaks a lot later though and sends it on the outside. So great defending here from Johnny, who's on the up from starting right at the back and has managed to keep hold of that 8th place. Great driving there from Johnny. Tartan's gap, it's grown. It's not growing massively because Ayrton is now through and up into second. So has managed to get Jazz for 2nd place. Jazz, aka Old Pete, they're dropping down into 3rd, which is bringing Danzo into play for another position. So a great race here from Danzo currently at the moment. Old Pete's looking up the inside of Ayrton. Penny running a little bit wide there in the background, we just saw. Lieutenant Dan again fighting with Johnny. Johnny's going to get the inside and the next one. Johnny tips. Great car control there from Lieutenant Dan, but things aren't getting feisty between these two now. Look at them. Smoke coming off the tyre there. Johnny up into 8th. Still Lieutenant Dan's going around the outside. This could get interesting. Johnny just backs out. I think that may just be a case of giving the position, but this is bringing Florence into play now. And then we've got quite a bit of a gap back to Froxy there in 11th and Rich Pugh in 12th. So Richard not having a good race here, has dropped back all the way to the back of the field. As these two come down towards the start-finish straight, so we may have a change of position here as Richard goes around the outside and up into P11. So now Richard's just got to get his head down to see if he can close up 13 seconds in the 15 minutes remaining in the race. Tartan has a 2nd penalty. This is going to be interesting. Oh, Ayrton behind has got a half-second penalty, so this could bring Danzo into play. Ayrton's going to catch up on Tartan. Danzo's going to catch up on both of them. So Tartan serves his penalty. Ayrton serves his penalty. Danzo's going to potentially catch up on both. Tartan's gap in the lead is going to have dropped dramatically at this point. It's down to 1.4, 1.3. So Ayrton gained a good 7 tenths, even with 7.5 second penalty on it. So it's still all to play for in this one if Tartan keeps on getting penalties like that. And Ayrton, to be fair, Danzo could bring himself into play here. We've got Demon still in 4th here, so has got past Old Pete, and Old Pete has a 1 second penalty. So that's going to bring him closer towards Penny if Penny didn't have a 1.5 second penalty. Lieutenant Dan, have you got a penalty? Are you okay? Lieutenant Dan is penalty free currently, so is going to gain up on the cars in front. Oggy behind has a half second penalty in 8th. Is there a particular corner there? Oh, Johnny goes for a move up the inside there on Oggy. So that's Johnny up into the Oggy, just gets squeezed out potentially. So Johnny managed to hold the car. It's going out. Oh, you don't want to go on that green stuff on the outside. It is very, very slippery there. So Oggy there in 10th. And Richard Pugh has got it. So Richard Pugh is catching. He's only 8.9 seconds behind now. So is catching up. Do we have any more penalties from the field here? Richard Pugh goes purple through the first sector. So Tartan is penalty free on this lap. 1.6 in front. Ayrton hasn't got a penalty as well. I did see one in the background there. Danzo is penalty free. Demon is penalty free. And then it is Jazz is the first one to serve a penalty here. So Jazz takes second penalty. Penny's got 2 second penalties. So Lieutenant Dan's going to definitely go for an overtake here. He gets another half second penalty for the next lap. I think it's the exit onto that back straight is where they're all getting these penalties. Florence got a half second penalty. Johnny is penalty free. Oggy has just served his penalty. Richard Pugh is now only 3.7 seconds behind. Richard is catching up to the back of this pack. Tartan just sets the new fastest lap of the race, a 50.489. The Tartan army is coming to town. So Tartan in control at the moment, but only 1.8. Behind is this man here, is Ayrton. Still in the 1 minute 50s as well, so not too far off Tartan's advertisers. He's front left tyre. Look behind as well. Danzo has a second penalty. So if Demon behind can keep this together, we'll definitely look at gaining on the car in front, which is going to be Ayrton's only 1.3 behind Danzo at the moment. He is going to drop back into the clutches of Demon, so Demon can just stay calm and keep this together. And then back behind that we've got Jazz. Then we've got a 1.7 second gap back to Lieutenant Dan. So Lieutenant Dan is catching. Is coming for this. He wants this. A little bit of redemption after the bad qualifying. He's coming through the pack slowly. Still got 11 minutes remaining in this race. Henny there just coming through. Henny has got friends looking at the inside. So this is going to be interesting to see and make the move stick into the hairpin. Just a little bit too far back. Johnny not too far back in 9th. There. And then we've got Oggy in 10th. Another half-second penalty for Oggy. And then Richard Pugh just coming on the hairpin as well. So on a recovery drive for Richard. Still quite bunched up the field is, as most of them are just on the start-finish straight as of now. We only have 3 drivers that aren't on it, but they are all in the last sector, so still very close racing here. Richard Pugh is coming. What times is Richard doing at the moment? 51s. So definitely got some pace in that car. Tartan has increased his lead, but has got a half-second penalty for struggles. And then it's 3 seconds back to Ayrton, who then has given himself a 3-second gap back to Danzo, who's got Demon less than a second. So that is close on track. We'll be picking up that slipstream. Point 0.8 behind, 0.7 behind. In that slipstream range now. Danzo setting a personal best lap. Sorry, personal best sector for that lap. Demon is in the hunt and isn't giving up on us yet. Old Pete, aka Jazz, there in 5th. Lieutenant Dan still in 6th, 3 seconds behind the 5th place driver, so not making too much ground. Henny there in 7th, but Henny still in this battle with Florenza. Also has Johnny Tattoo just behind as well. So 7th, 8th and 9th all nice and close together on the track. As you can see all of them, there's a car getting very sideways in the background. There's Richard Pugh just coming over the top of the hill. So Richard is catching up to the back of this freeway fight. Some good places to be had there if you can catch up to the back of them and get past them. It's one thing catching them, it's another thing overtaking them. Let's jump up to our current race leader. Tartan is got himself a nice 4-second lead. After 7 is penalties, half-second penalty on the last lap. Ayrton as well, almost a 4 second lead back to third place guy Danzo, who has Demon in hot suit behind. So it is getting close between these two still. Demon is able to stick behind the third place driver at the moment. But this isn't stopping Jazz, aka Old Pete, catching up as well. The field, this battle for third is starting to bunch up, and then behind this as well, Lieutenant Dan is not too far. He can see this battle in front. Now, he's consistently doing low 52s at the moment, but as you can see, his fastest laps have been 51s, and he's just done a 50.9, so he's just putting a personal best on that last lap. So if he can just maintain consistency, as we see him move in front of that, there's Demon trying to go around the outside. Oh, sorry, that was Jazz going out the inside, but Demon going around the outside to defend the position. Going nice and sideways together there, but this has given Dan the opportunity to catch up, only 1.8 behind. This has given Danzo the breathing space that he needs for third. So he can kind of relax now. Obviously, I say relax since he's got 3.4 second lead. He's still got to push a little bit. You know what I'm doing. So Demon in fourth still. But Old Pete, aka Jazz, not too far behind at all. 0.6 of a second. That has gone up to 0.8. Danzo's getting some great drives off from the corners. 10 down, that is only 1.5 behind. We have 5 minutes remaining in this race. Whilst we are here, guys, do not forget, if you haven't already, to hit that like button. What are we on at the moment? Let's have a look. Right, we've got 12 likes at the moment. Let's get the likes up. We've got the Lamborghinis coming in roughly about, well, just over 5 minutes. Hopefully Tarleton's wearing underwear under his kilt when he gets to the podium. Unfortunately, we did speak to the FIA, Jesse, and they won't let him race in a kilt due to fire exposure potential. So unfortunately, yeah, it was either he can wear a kilt, but he's got to wear some fireproof underwear, and he just said you're not allowed to wear underwear with a kilt. So yeah, unfortunately we can't have him. But he has got a nice tartan helmet on. If you can see that through the car as he comes through first corner here. So what tyres are they all? They are all on the racing softs. So all of these guys are on racing softs. There's no tyre wear or anything in the Corolla Cup. So it's just flat out 20-minute race to the end. So there's our current leader at the moment, Tartan, 6.6 seconds in the lead. Ayrton is second with a 3.6 second lead back to Danzo, who's pulled up a nice comfortable lead here and is 3.5 seconds ahead of Demon, who is in fourth but does have Jazz, aka Old Pete, just behind and is now only 0.3 behind. So this is going to be interesting coming down that start-finish straight. And there's Lieutenant Dan in the background, not too far away. So some places up for grabs there. Fire redundancy was not something I considered. No, unfortunately, yeah. We had to have a long conversation with them about it. This is going to be interesting. Jazz does have the drive off the corner. Let's go on board with Jazz. Going to be in that slipstream. Where is Demon going to position the car here? Looks like Jazz going to go for the move up the inside. No, just backs out a bit. That's interesting. I thought they were going to go for it then. And this is giving Dan, who's got another half-second penalty, unfortunately. But it's still only 1.6 behind and does have the time to do it. Florenza in 7th. Henny there in 8th does have a 1-second penalty. Then we've got Johnny there in 9th. Richard Pugh has got up into 10th. And right onto the back of this group. So Richard now only 0.6 behind. So potentially some last minute overtakes here to get up the points positions. Then it's Froxy is in... Let's find Froxy. There we go. Froxy in 11th. There. And unfortunately, Oggy has dropped to the back there in 12th. So Oggy in 12th. That is the field as it stands at the moment, with just under 2 minutes of racing remaining. So Tartan coming around to do another lap now. If he's doing 1 minute 50s, this lap, next lap, will be his last lap. So Tartan coming round to start the final lap. So we've got 1 minute and 30 left. That gap up to 8 seconds is Tartan. Tartan is flying. Right, let's go back to where some of the action was. So Danzo has dropped back a bit, so he's 1.5 now to Demon in 4th. Jazz has dropped back and has got a half-second penalty. So potentially this is going to give Lieutenant Dan, who's there, a fantastic opportunity on this last lap to get himself up into 5th place. And then after that behind we've got Florenz, who's got a 2.5-second lead back to Johnny, who's now 8th. Richard Pugh going for the move there on Henny. So Richard going up the inside. Back in just stepping out there for Henny, and that is Richard Pugh up into 9th. Now 1.1 behind Johnny for Richard. Richard putting the hammer down. Seeing how far he can get up this field by the end of the race. Obviously started in an okay position, did drop all the way to the back. So good recovery from it here from Richard at the moment. But we will just stay on board with the race leader because the final lap board is about to come out. So this will be the checkered flag for Mr. Tartan, making it potentially another race of pole, race win and fastest lap, unless he never beats his fastest lap on the last lap or he goes off into the gravel here. When he does not, he grounds the loose corner, and that is another race win for Tartan. So congratulations to him, and Ayrton coming through in 2nd place. Another second for Ayrton, and then Danzo just coming around will hold on to the 3rd place. So Danzo with the 1st spot and Demon taking 4th. Now Jazz is going to hold on to that 5th over Lieutenant Dan in 6th. Florenz is going to come through here to take the 7th place. So great result there for them, taking 7th. 8th is Johnny Tattoo, 9th Richard Pugh, Penny in 10th, and then we've got Foxy just coming round in P11. So just coming round the last couple of corners. And on to the start finish straight to take P11. And then we've got Oggy just coming round the last couple of corners to round out the field and take P12 here in the Corolla Cup at Catalunya. That was your race winner there, was Tartan. And that is making it 5 races out of 6 for the Scotsman. So fantastic result there, and some great racing from everyone involved. We will just go through the results again. So Tartan with the win, and the fastest lap of 1 minute 49.768, which I believe is faster than his qualifying time as well. Ayrton there in 2nd, and Danzo rounded out the podium in 3rd. and they're the top 3 pro drivers as well. Academy side of it is Demon in 4th, Jazz there in 2nd/5th, Lieutenant down there in 6th but 4th in the pro side, and then Thrones there 3rd/7th overall. Johnny in 8th, followed by Rich Pugh in 9th. I know Rich has been in the chat and said he had a shocking race, but mate, you did very well to recover. You were almost 20 seconds down from everyone, so even to recover up from 9th was a good result. Henny there in 10th, Froxy in 11th, and Oggy there in 12th. Right, so that was the Corolla Cup, and I still have a voice, which is good. We will get the lobby ready for the Lamborghini AMs in a second, so don't go anywhere. We will just have a short break whilst we get everything set up for that. Be back shortly. welcome back everybody to, as we change the barrier over, and get rid of that. Where's the banner? Here's the banner. Let's get rid of the Corolla one and change it over to the Lamborghini one. Because we are here for the Lamborghini trophy here at Catalunya. We just had the Corollas out on track. We've just put them away at the back, and we've now got the noisy Lambos here out on track. So, for anyone new to this series, they have a 10-minute qualifying session, followed by a 40-minute race coming up. Now, that race is a rolling start, but does start under a safety car, which is currently going around on track at the moment, driven by one and only Mr. Finalised, who is the safety car driver in the our very own Bert Mailander. Does a fantastic job here, and they then have, as I said, a 40-minute race. But if a car gets 3 parts of damage, they can call the safety car out, and the whole field will get bunched back up again, and it's under a safety car. Now, there are no tyre restrictions, so you can run what you want. But the tyre wear on the Lamborghinis is quite high, and it does eat up quite a lot of fuel, so you're guaranteed to at least probably see 1 pit stop during the race. Let's have a look through the current Lamborghini table here. So, Reedy still in P1 on 73 points. Jose in second on 68, so only 5 points behind. Craig in third on 67, only a point behind second, and not too far away from the lead. Mario in fourth, currently on 65. Froxy Dev on 62. Repetitorian on 41. Dog Blocky again at 41 as well. Gia Kayla there on 35. Purem Lee on 27. Boldy there on 25. Richard Pugh on 24. Petrol Bloke on 21. Nemesis there on 13. Cena Gamer on 10. And T-Jam on 8 points. Let's give everyone the quick ready message. Just in case there's anyone that comes back and says, no, I'm not ready. I'm just getting my car set up. Obviously, because they do have setup in this, so, but not full setup. You can only adjust your ride height, your downforce, and one of the other things, and I can't remember the name of it, which is really bad since I'm racing it myself. You can adjust something else. Actually, no, I can actually show you. So, since I've got my setup on mine, and I don't mind showing everyone my setup, you can adjust body height and the anti-roll. That's what it is, the anti-roll, and the downforce. So they're the things you can adjust. I had to think then what you could adjust. And it's okay because I left the table up so no one can see what mine are actually set to. Right. Let's have a look at the chat just before we get this one underway. Who have we got there? So we've got D-Man in the house. Jesse who like that orange livery. The Petrol Bloke one, that's Petrol Bloke's livery. So yeah, Petrol Bloke with the orange livery. We'll have a look at the liveries whilst we're in qualifying. Let's get them out and underway. And we can have a look at some of the liveries whilst they're on their outlaps. So, get the qualifier underway. They should be getting the green flag. It's coming out the pit lane. Don't want to cross the white line, and because you will get a penalty for that. Right, let's get some information so we can see who is out on track. So, let's have a look down through everyone's. We'll wait for the orders to sort themselves out, so we know who is where on the track. So, first on track at the moment, obviously it's not finalised. It's finalised in the pits in the safety car. So, Dog Lucky just coming round. So, Dog Lucky in the CC Sim livery, but a very nice teal blue version of it. So, each one of the CC Sim drivers has their own colour of livery. So, a beautiful livery there on the CC Sim racing car, driven by Dog Lucky. Foxy Dev just coming through in third at the moment in the Bandits Club livery, a lovely blue and yellow livery. Beautiful one done by team boss Lieutenant Dan, so great livery. Another one designed there. Here, Kayla just coming through in a livery. I believe he said when he designed this, it's kind of got an Italian-ish theme to it, obviously with it being a Lamborghini. So another beautiful livery. Bold just going through there. Nice black and green livery. Great detail on the front end there as well, with AMG written on the side, which is a interesting choice for a Lamborghini. Down there in a nice yellow and black tear effect livery, with CC Sim on the side of it, so lovely CC Sim livery there. Jose just coming through in a great multicoloured livery. It's got some great colouring on that livery. And then got Petrol Bloke coming through in the livery, as Jesse mentioned, the bright orange one with Lavazza on the side of it. So another fantastic livery there that Petrol Bloke is running. Richard Pugh coming through in the LB Racing livery, but not the colours that I normally have the team in. Obviously, with Richard being from Wales, we made a decision to make the car red, white and green. Obviously, that represents Wales as well, but it's also the Italian flag colours. With this being a Lamborghini, we thought, why not go red, white and green for it? So there is Richard just coming through on his flying up. Reedy there in another Bandits Club livery. And then we got Mr. Craig Cook there in his go-to blue for CC Sim. Just coming through in last. So in the moment it's Dog Lucky who's on pole. Gear Kayla is now in second. Bold goes through in third. Jose has jumped up into third. So Bold's in fourth now. It's going to be... Tam jumps up into fifth, losing track of where everyone is here. Into fifth. Then next up to cross the line, Richard Pugh is coming around. Petrol Bloke has jumped into the pit. Richard Pugh just getting onto the start-finish straight. Where can Richard place the car? Richard into seventh. Next up, we're going to have championship leader Reedy, who goes into third. So Dog Lucky is hanging on to this position here. Foxy Dev has a penalty. And Craig is just coming through. It's a quick lap here from Craig. Craig goes up into third, so no one has managed to get onto Dog Lucky's lap times yet. Flash of the lights there from Craig. But at the moment, it's Dog on pole. You may have noticed we do have a couple of drivers in the pits. It's just because they are guest drivers, so no qualifying for them. Dog 2 tenths out in the lead at the moment with this qualifying. Coming up to the 5-minute mark, so they will get some more laps in. Dog diving into the pits, going for another set of tyres. Is Gear Kayla improving and setting? I know Gear Kayla coming into the pits. Craig is a lot further around on the lap. Reed is quite far around as well. So Foxy Dev sets another lap. Up into P6. Finalises in the pits there. Richard Pugh's just coming around. So Richard is still on a flying lap. Now is Richard going to dive into the pits? Or is Richard going to stay out and set a fast time on these tyres? Richard is staying out, so feels like improvement is there. And that's Richard up into P8. Reedy there has gone pole in the background, so by 0.070 up into P1 for the Bandits Club. Now is Craig. Where is Craig on the weird? Let's hold these P4 and coming into the pits. So Craig's going for another set of tyres. So Craig is in the pits. So we'll watch him come in for a stop. It's a long pit stop here. Is he pitting? Yeah, here he is. He's in. Be another set of softs on. He has 2.5 minutes, so plenty of time for an outlap and get one more flying in the pit. So it really is coming round. Again, we get a nice slipstream off Richard Pugh here. I don't know whether Richard's on a slow lap or whether Richard is pushing. See what the sector times are like for Reedy here. Reedy goes through. It's 1.5 down, so not too far. Richard just gets a little bit out onto the curb there. It's going to slow Richard down, but Richard's providing a nice little slipstream here. Are they going to dive into the pits? Because they might. Oh, Richard goes round. Richard goes round. Really jumps into the pits. Let's have a look at Jam a bit further back. Richard's halfway across the track, actually, still. There we go. Richard just gets it going. Was able to park in the old chicane bit there. He's going for another lap there. That is. Dog's just gone onto a flying lap. So can Dog get himself back up into the pole position spot? Petrol Bloke sets a new personal best and is up into P6. So Petrol Bloke improving on their lap time. But don't forget, guys, to hit that like button if you haven't already. I think we've got, how many likes we've got at the moment? 14 likes at the moment. Let's get it close to 20, everyone. Hit that like button, click the share button as well. It goes a massive way to help out and show your appreciation. These lovely people out on track bring you the entertainment in the Lamborghinis. So we'll see what Dog's sector time is like coming through this sector, and then I do want to jump back to Craig as well after his pit stop. So Dog is half a second down. Now Craig is on a flying lap now. Does have some clear air in front. Currently P4, but only 3/10 off pole position. Kayla up into P3. So improving, but not by much. Jose up into P5. Now, Craig is up by 0.4 of a second. Petrol Bloke just going faster into P6 there. Last couple of corners here for Craig. Can he get himself onto that front of the grid? Round the second to last corner. Nice use of the curb there now to get the front end round and get on that power as early as you dare and absolutely punch it for the line. And that is pole for Craig by over half a second. Hats off Craig, a 1 minute 37.943. That is provisional pole for Craig. Now, has Reedy any answer to that? Reedy is just starting a flying lap as well. Just gone for the first sector. It's just the last laps that people have got to be able to improve on. There is a lot of traffic coming from the last sector. Has Reedy done enough? Is Reedy pushing enough here to get on to that front spot Or is Craig going to keep it here? We've got Spinner into the last sector. I can see up on the map there. We'll just see what Reedy's sector time's like. 2 temps up. Foxy Dev goes fast as well. This isn't going to be enough unless Reedy can absolutely nail the last sector. It's going to be closer to Craig, but it's not going to be enough. No one else has improved on their lap times as they go through as of yet. Got a car spinning out on the track there, but it's far enough away that it's not going to get in the way. Reedy's absolutely over the curbs on the last corner. Punching it for the line. Is it going to be pole? Misses out by 0.009 of a second. And that is giving Craig pole position. So Craig, you are on pole. With Richard Pugh just in the background as well. That is Craig on pole, but by a hair. Reedy's last sector must have been phenomenal. He was only 2 temps up on personal best and then absolutely nailed that last sector. But Craig just done enough. Wow. We're still in a race to go after this. But that is Craig on pole. A 1 minute 37.943. And Reedy, 1 minute 37.952. I wish we could see the individual sector times for each one of those. But that was a phenomenal job by everyone. So, Craig on pole, 1 minute 31.943. 2 drivers in the 37s. Reedy on a 37.952. Dog there with a 38.548. And then Gear Killer with a 38.614. Foxy Dev, 38.864. So all of those ones are in the 38s. Then we've got 2 drivers in the 39s, which is Jose and Petrol Bloke on a 39.306 and a 39.352. So very close between those two. 8 was Bold there on a 1 minute 40.782. Richard Pugh on a 41.019. T-Jam on a 754. Finalised obviously in the safety car, and Egberg as guest driver, so no qualifying for them to start at the back of the grid. But right. Oh. Let's give the guys a all ready. And then we've got 20 minutes. 40 minutes of race action to come at Catalunya. Get involved in the chat. Who do you think is going to convert this one into a race win? Can Craig do it from the front of the grid? We'll really have an answer to that. Is Dog Lucky going to get lucky there in third? Jose's always a slippery customer, so could come through the field there in 6th. It's all to play for, and it's all coming up now, so do not go anywhere. We are about to go live for round 6 of the Lamborghini AM trophy here at the Circuit de Catalunya. Let's get this one underway. And as they say, and it's live. So the safety car will lead them away. Let's just get all of the information, make sure it's all up here. So, finalised in the Urus safety car. The Lamborghini Urus being used here for the safety car for the second time. Before it was the Lamborghini, but then obviously they released the Urus into the game. It's a perfect safety car here for the Lamborghini Pro and Am. Let's have a look on board with your pole sitter, Mr. Craig Cook. Let's go on board with him. There he is, just warming up the tyres from side to side. As you can see from the tyre graphic at the bottom, Craig is starting on the racing mediums. So it is Craig there in the P1. Let's go down through the field and see what tyres everyone's on. Craig on the mediums, as we just said. Reedy is on the mediums as well. Dog is fancying the mediums as well. Gear Kayla on mediums. Foxy's gone mediums also. Jose on the mediums. Petrol Bloke on the mediums as well. Bold is on the hard, so Bold's gone for the hard. Richard Pugh is on the hard. Jam is on the soft, so complete opposite call there from Jam. And Egberg is on the soft as well. We'll go back to the Urus safety car. Finalise will then return to the pits, so we'll start accelerating around about now to then back up the Lamborghinis, and it will be Craig taking over the pace. So Finalise returning to the pits. Will we see him during the race? We could possibly do so, but we will go back to Craig, who has bunched up the field beautifully as we come round the last corner. Now 90 miles an hour, no accelerating until you get underneath that start gantry. But here we go, getting ready to get underway as of now, and they are off. Craig has got a beautiful start. Dog has jumped up into second. So Dog's had a great start over Reedy. This is perfect. Perfect start here for Craig. He now has Dog to hold off Reedy, who's dropped to third. Jose in fourth. Here Kayla's in fifth as we come through. Foxy Dev in sixth, but with Petrol Bloke going around the outside. Jam has jumped up a load of positions, obviously on the soft tyre. Petrol Bloke and Fox is still going at it here. So then Jam up into 8th, Egberg in 10th, Bold there is in 10th, and Rich Pugh in 11th, but they are on the hard tyres, so we expect to see them come into play a bit later on into the race. Craig is still out in front with a 0.7 second lead, so just needs to try and get a couple more attempts out of the gap on this lap, just to drop Dog back into the clutch of Reedy, so Dog won't have any slipstream. As do they all make it round the bottom corner. Jam is absolutely flying. Jam up to P7 on those soft tyres. Obviously they are going to burn out extremely quickly. Egbert does have a half-second penalty, by the way. Softs are completely flying at the moment. The two hard drivers are a little bit further. Not the snacks tonight. You see in front, Craig has increased that gap up to 1 second. Dog just moving over to try and break the slipstream. Got moves in the background. So it looks like everyone going on the inside of Jam for position. Jam's going to hang that round. They little touch, but they both keep it going. No damage for either of them. There's a battle in the background as well between Richard Pugh, who's got past Bold, and Gear Kayla. Something's happened to Gear Kayla there, because Gear Kayla has dropped back to 9th and is coming into the clutches of the two drivers that side on the hard tyre. But it's still Craig in the lead, 1 second in front. Now, Craig is a master when it comes to tyre preservation and fuel saving. So hopefully we'll see some of that tonight from him. Dog 1 second in front of Reedy, so great position there from Reedy, and then Jose not too far behind Reedy, so this could be a podium for Jose. Definitely, as I said before the race, definitely one to watch. Even from starting to P6, and the early laps has got himself up into P4. Foxy Dev not too far behind as well. Nicholas absolutely flying into the gravel, holding it, and off. And that is Egbert off. That is a commentator's curse. Oh, tried spinning around and got rear end damage. He's going to have to wait to rejoin as well. So back out onto the track. Jam is coming to the pits, and what's happened to Jam? Jam doesn't have damage, but it's coming to the pits extremely early. So Craig out in front, 2 seconds out in front now. Dog is coming under pressure from Reedy, so this is what Craig wants. Craig needs them to battle. Needs Dog to be basically a rear gunner here and hold off Reedy for as long as possible to open up that gap as much as possible. So Reedy there in P3 catching up to back for this battle. Jose in 4th, not too far behind, can just reel them in slowly, but is bringing Foxy Dev along for the ride as well. Petrol Bloke in P6, Giacala in P7, Richard Pugh in P8 on the hard tyre though. So this could be a good strategy call here from Richard. Bold on the hard as well, so these two have gone harder and are running 8th and 9th. Egbert is in 10th with that rear end damage, so that's going to hinder his progress now. He was doing so well until that, and then Jam has come out onto the hards. So Jam on the hards now as well. Craig's gap did drop a little one. Did Craig make a mistake? Let's see if we can see something. Let's go back. Craig have a little wobble. If he did, it was earlier on in the lap than what we were able to see. He's only 1.5 seconds front us, so did drop a tiny little bit back. Dog still got Reedy behind and holding Reedy off for position here. Dog setting the fastest first sector time. We haven't seen the safety car yet. It was only the 2 parts of damage. So we do need to see some more damage, but Reedy is close enough now to be thinking about making a move onto Dog. Craig's pulled that gap back up to 2.5 seconds. Really needs Dog to back Reedy up here as much as possible. And just to increase the gap for Craig, so then Craig can react how he sees fit when we get to the pit window. But there is a change of position in the background. Dev has got past Jose for 4th, so Jose dropping back into 5th. Petrol Bloke in 6th. Giacala in 7th. Richard Pugh there still in 8th. On the hards, barely anywhere in them at all. Bold there in 9th. Egbert is catching Bold. And then Jam just behind, who came in and pitted for the hard tyres. Now, who's that? Is that Jam up? Jam is off. In the background, that half second penalty, but no damage. I think Jam may have just left the race because we are down to 11 now. So Craig in the lead, 3.7 seconds. Dog still holding off. Reedy, this is playing into Craig's hands beautifully. Needs Dog to hold off Reedy for as long as possible. Now this is letting Foxy Dev catch up to the back of Reedy, and obviously they are both for the same team, so No team orders here. As Dog makes a mistake, Reedy goes up the inside. Now, is Dog going to fight this back? Doesn't look like it. That has released Reedy, so Reedy has now been released and can go on the hunt for Craig. But the gap is now 4.2 seconds. Lap 6, 10 minutes gone, almost 11 minutes gone, so still a long way to go in this race. But that is Reedy has been released, and that is bringing Roxy Dev into play on Dog. Only 0.4 behind. Is Dog going to get double bandit clubbed in the space of just under a lap? Obviously Dev looking for the move up the inside. Dog hold in that position. Now this could give Jose the opportunity to catch up to the back of this fight as well. Obviously Dev nice and close behind. So we'll get the slipstream on the back. So Dog makes a mistake, gets very sideways, and that is Froxy up into P3. Dog trying to fight it back, getting into that slipstream. Dog's tyres are looking very, very worse for wear. The Dog's going to fight it back, looking at the inside. Dog makes the move up the inside. Fox Dev looking for the cutback. Gets a switch done and back up into P3. But look how much Josie is catching up to this now. Jose must be sat there going, come on, yeah, keep battling. I'll just really win lap after lap, one after the other. Tyres are being abused in this. Dog trying to break the slipstream there. Jose is coming. Let's have a look at the race leader. Craig's tyres not looking too bad. That's the front and rear left that appears to be the issue. Now, Reedy's look similar, but Reedy has gained a little bit of time on Craig. Dev, yep, similar tyres and similar fuel. Dog has used a lot more tyre and more fuel. So I think Dog has been pushing to try and keep those positions. Unfortunately lost on the last couple of laps. Jose has a lot more tyre and a lot more fuel. Peanut butter coated pretzels. And Jesse there saying, yikes, tyre wear of epic proportions. Yes. The Lamborghini chews tyres for fun. The Lamborghini, some would say the Lamborghini chews tyres as much as Finalized chews pretzels. Just classics. Petrol bloke there in P6. Tyre wear is starting to get low on these cars. Gear Caleb, great tyre wear from Gear Caleb. Gear Caleb's front has got great tyre. Dog has come into the pit, so first one to pit is Dog, because yeah, those racer mediums are done. Rich Q on the hard. Now look at that for tyre wear, everyone. Go on the hard tyre. You can run this all race. Saying that, he's actually only got 25 minutes left. If he's fuel saved, do you reckon you could do this without stopping? But Richard Pugh moving up into 7th, and we will see Bold move up as well into P8. So Dog is dropping to P9. Yeah, Rich's delivery is a personal favourite of mine because I made it. Let's have a look at Craig's gap. 3.1, so it is coming down. Now, 4 minutes till we get to the halfway stage. Can he make the tyres last another 2 laps? He needs to take the tyres to lap 11. He's in the pits though. Now, this is crucial. Is Craig going to go for another set of mediums, or is he going to go for the hards? That's let Reedy through. So Reedy's staying out. Foxy Dev stays out. Jose stays out. Gear Kayla stays out. Petrol Bloke stays out. Craig is still yet to find his pit box. Will Craig get out in front of Richard? Just get into his box now. They change the tyres. Looks like another set of minutes. He's going medium. He's got to do 23 minutes on this second set. He's gone soft. What? I was not expecting that. That is a bold strategy. He will have to pit again. So he did get out in front of Richard, which is crucial for the traffic aspect. Does not want to have to do an overtake on the softs. I think he's got to pit again, surely. He's two stopping. Yeah, because he's only half filled the tank as well. No way he's going to the end of this race. No way. Right. Are we going to see Reedy come in? No, Reedy's one stop in this. Is a two stop going to be quicker than a one stop? Right, Petrol Bloke has come in, so that will be one position jump back up. Let's see if anyone else takes this double soft strategy. That's a bold strategy. It's that line, isn't it, from a certain film that we will not name. It's a bold strategy, Carden. Let's see if it pays off. Foxy Dev in second, so Vanstop 1 and 2 as it stands. Jose looking under pressure from Gear King. Let's come back in this one. Gear King pushing hard. Craig is 24 seconds behind. Now, Craig needs if there was a safety car with about 10 minutes to go, Craig would be loving life. Here they come around for another lap now. They do one more? They can afford to do one more. Ignore the graphics glitch, there's no low fuel mode here. Reedy is going round again for another one. Proxy Dev again. Going round for another one. Jose staying out. Gear Kayla staying out, but yes, look at that. Down to 12 seconds the gap from between Craig and Gear Kayla. Gear Kayla got front end damage as well. Front end aero and front left wheel. The Gear Kayla into the pits. Craig will go past and is 1 second quicker than what he was on the. So Craig does a 138.056. Reedy's last lap was a 142. So 4 seconds lap faster is Craig. Has to do the extra pit stop. Now, if we have a look at this, the pit stop takes about 25 seconds. What's another 13? So you're looking at about 38 seconds. loss in there. It'll be close. I think Craig needs pretty much a perfect run on both sets of softs. But they're not in bad conditions. 20 minutes left in the race here. Now, I'm pretty sure we're going to see Reedy in on this lap. And we do. Do we see Froxy coming into the pits as well? Yes, we do. Do we see Jose? Yes, we do. So this is going to give Craig the lead back. The front three all in the pits. Jose using the least amount of fuel at him, so we'll have to fuel less. So potentially get up some time there. As we see Craig go back into P1 now. The main question is, how much down the road can Craig get before the likes of Reedy even lead? Reedy just starting to refuel. Now the crucial question is, what is Reedy going to go on fire-wise? I'm guessing it's going to be a medium, which it is. Now, this could be crucial as well. Dog has just gone through back into P2. Now, can Dog hold up Reedy? Richard Pugh up into P4, obviously yet to pit on the hard. That could be crucial. Jose is back up into P5. Froxy Dev in P6. Petrol Blokes in P7. Bold in P8. Gear Kayla in P9 after the pit stop. And Edbert there in P10. Now, Craig has a 19-second lead. This is a bold strategy. Now, I reckon he needs to, if he can increase this gap to 25 at least, I reckon. Dog there in P2. I think Dog will have to pit again. Can't see those tyres lasting 16 minutes. Reedy there in P3. Jose in P4, so making that pit strategy work there and jumping place in the pits. Obviously Dev in P5, Petrol Bloke in P6. Bold in P7 on the hards, and Richard Pugh is into the pits on the hards. So Richard coming in to get rid of the hards. It's been on since the start of the race. That moves Gear Kayla back into P8 and Bold going for it into P7. And Egbert moving up into P9. Richard's doing this one and only stop, getting rid of the hard tyres. Won't have to put much fuel in here. They could potentially go onto the soft. Let's see what tyres are going for full tank. And onto the medium, so they definitely won't run out by the end of this. Craig is now up by 21 seconds, so is still pulling away from the group behind. Clear track in front up to Richard, who was just leaving the pit, so good couple of corners in front is Richard. Dog still in front, but onto the gravel, just manages to hold it, but that is going to bring Reedy in closer. How can Dog do it again and hold up Reedy for as long as possible? Gap between Reedy and Craig at the moment is 24.3 seconds. We have 15 minutes remaining in the 14 and a half minutes remaining in the race. No safety car as of yet. Not one that we would. Safety car percentage of this track is quite low. Obviously, there is quite a lot of runoff between the track and the barrier. .24.5 second gap still between Reedy and Craig. Now, Craig is just trying to make drama for the end. Well, Craig is yet to get a win. So, yeah, I agree. I agree, finalize. If these two battle, it's going to help Craig massively. Craig is in. Craig's in now. If Dog comes in, it's not going to work in Craig's favour. If Dog stays out for one, even if it's stay in front for one more lap, that could be the difference here at the end. Dog comes in, so isn't going to hold up Reedy too much. Craig is yet to reach his pit box, just reaching the pit box now. Reedy goes through into P1. Craig is up on the jack, changing the tyres over. Now he's going to need some fuel here, but he's obviously not going to need a full tank. That should be enough for 12 minutes. 3/4. Don't fill all the way, Craig. You don't need it. He's out. He's in P5. Now, gap to Reedy. 21 seconds. 22 seconds by the end of the straight. Craig's gone onto the medium tyre. Okay. Good hunting, Craig. Go and catch him. So, Reedy on the mediums in P1. Good tyre wear and I reckon enough fuel to the end of the race. Jose in P2, currently holding off Foxy Dev. Enough fuel and good tyre wear. Foxy Dev, better fuel and better tyre wear than Jose as well. Petrol Bloke on hard tyre. Potentially enough fuel, just under half a tank. Obviously good tyre wear on the hard. Craig, loads of fuel and loads of tyre wear, spinning the cheap pits. Get Kayla on the mediums. I think those tyres will last to the end, and the fuel looking good there. Bold needs to come into. We're still on the hard tyre, but did come in on lap 9. According to this, came in on lap 9. It's got a P next to it, but I don't think they pitted into the 1:45. So I don't think Bold has been into the pit yet. Bold did start on the hard. Bold's in out. Egbert in P8. And going for the overtake here. Down the start finish straight. Mediums against hard and gets it done before they even get to the little downhill section. So Egbert moving up to P7. Bold in P8. Dog in P9 after the second stop. And Richard Pugh in P10. And shout out to the safety car in the pits, driven by Finalize. Safety car will close in 5 minutes' time. Reedy has a 7-second lead out in P1 currently. Jose just coming through in P2 with Fox. Yeah, still not too far behind. Petrol Bloke in P4. But Craig catching up with penalty for Petrol Bloke. Yes, it was half-second penalty. That's going to bring Craig in. Craig has brought the gap down to 21 seconds currently. Finalised is sat in that safety car just munching on pretzels, watching the race. Yeah, Kayla's not too far behind in P6. No, I have pretzels. Yeah, tonight's Lamborghini Urus safety car sponsored by pretzels. So Craig is going to catch up to the back here as Egbert makes up another position and up into P7. Dog has potentially made a mistake there because Bold is now catching up to the back. Now, Bold hasn't been into the pits yet. Really out in front by 7.7 seconds, lapping consistently in the 1 minute 40s. Jose still battling now with Froxy Dev. Froxy Dev in the 1 minute 40s as well. Craig has got up into P4 with Petrol Bloke serving that penalty. Let's have a look and see what the gap is now. 19 seconds. 18 seconds. Really, it needs to be qualifying lap after qualifying lap after qualifying lap from Craig. It's in the 1 minute 38, so it's taking about a second a lap off, but 7 minutes left. We've got 5 laps of the race left, so there needs to be a massive drop off in Reedy's tyres. Jose's too far behind the leader to make an influence there, but can hold off Roxy Dev for as long as possible. Egbert is into the pits there in P7, now coming in. Jose doing a fantastic job holding off Jose. He's holding off Roxy Dev here. Epic battle between these two. Foxy Dev is pretty close on this lap. Get a nice drive off the sweeping corner that leads onto this back straight, nicely tucking into the slipstream. Getting closer and closer and closer, looking around the outside, looking for the cutback, switch through, get the drive out the corner, a little bit of a wobble there. Jose survives another lap, Foxy Dev off and onto the grass. Dev escaping the penalty there. Craig 9 seconds behind the podium. Now 8 seconds, obviously going through the point where the mistake was made. Six minutes remaining in the race. So enough for 3 laps. The gap, Craig has got it down to 17 seconds. Reedy's fuel and tyres left. Starting to look a little bit second hand. Will that hang in there for the remaining laps? Still 8 seconds in front of Jose. Jose is still holding off Froxy in P3. The battle for P2 is still on. It's starting to get a bit darker here now. This could affect the tyres as well. Drop in temperature out on the track. Not as close on this lap as Roxy. It's a good drive off the top corner. Going to the cutback again. Great drive out of that corner. Now it's all going to come down to this slipstream down the start finish. Great exit there. Just pulling away. He gets a fair exit. You can see Craig in the background now. Petrol Bloke is into the pits to get rid of those hard tyres. So Petrol Bloke coming in. Dev still close here. And second on the outside though. Did get the nose in front of us so slightly to begin with. But this is now bringing Craig's got the gap down to the lead down to 14 seconds. To the battle for second and third, he's got it down to 5. But we do have a change for position. Jose has dropped back into P3. Let's see if we can see what happened there. There's Foxy Dev just coming round the corner here. Foxy's diving on the inside. Jose just lost all traction. Coming off the corner, on the corner, I think his rear end just stepped out, and that is Foxy Dev up into P2. So really still 8 seconds, 8.2 seconds out in the lead. Foxy Dev there in second. Now with Jose in third, Craig's in fourth. Craig's starting to look a little bit more in there. Kia Kayla 7 seconds behind this in P5. Dog is up into P6. Petrol Bloke in P7 after that little pit stop. Egbert is in P8. Richard Pugh in 9th. And Bold in P10. Bold out on the softs. With only 7 seconds to catch up to Richard. Reedy's gap has come down to 6 seconds. As Richard going from the background, I thought that might have been Foxy Dev going off in the background. Reedy now only got a 6-second lead over Foxy Dev, who's in second. Jose in third, who has a 3-second lead over Craig, who's in fourth, has brought the gap down to 12 seconds. Now, this is going to be the penultimate lap. Can Craig get a podium out of this? Hard on the legs into the head. Running a little bit deep there, but does get it stopped and using a bit of the curb to drive on. There's traffic out in front at the moment. Lots of traffic out in front at the moment. So Reedy is through that traffic. Foxy Dev is through. Jose there in Richard Pugh just providing a nice bit of slipstream for Jose. So Richard will get out of the way here and just stays off the racing line. And this should release Craig through as well in a second. Craig getting the gap down to 10 seconds to lead. 2.5 behind Jose on now what will be the final lap. Richard will allow Craig to slip up in the side here. And that is Craig through. Reed's gap down to 5.9 seconds. Oh, right behind on soft tyres. Bold getting a slipstream off the race leader. Going up the inside. I was going to go up the inside there, but this is the final lap. And we will watch Reedy come round the last couple of corners to take the round 6 win of the Lamborghini trophy here at the circuit, the Catalunya It is another race win for Reedy. Pulls over, takes the checkered flag, and that's P1 for Reedy. And it's a 1-2 for the Bandits Club as Foxy Dev comes over and takes P2. Jose will just hang on for P3 and Craig in P4. Yeah, Kayla is just coming around the last couple of corners. So Gear Kayla will bring home the P5. So Gear Kayla taking the P5. Dog is just coming round. Wasn't Dog's not actually great pace in qualifying, but unfortunately the tyres just wouldn't handing in there. But still a good result coming through in P6 for Dog. And then Petrol Bloke coming through in P7. We've already had Epic finish in P8, so good result there starting from the back. Bold in 9th and Rich Pute in 10th. And our safety car driver, thanks to you, finalised. They're in P11. But you're a winner to us, finalised. So there's your race winner for tonight for round 6. Another win for Reedy, extending that championship lead. Foxy Dev, another 1-2 as well for the teammates. So great racing from them. Getting their cars a 1-2 finish. And Jose just missing out on the P2, but great result coming from P6 to get P3. But manages to just hold that out over Craig. Craig went for the bold strategy, and it did look like it obviously had the pace, setting some phenomenal lap times, but the one stop was just too powerful, it looks like here. The one stop was enough to give Reedy that P1 finish. Oh, so thank you everyone for coming and tuning in tonight. That was a phenomenal race. Oh, my voice managed to hold out. Thank you everyone that tuned in and showed your appreciation tonight. Obviously, if you haven't already, go and smash that like button, share it, let everyone know about us, get the name out there. We will be back on Thursday night for the pros, so the Lamborghini pros are on Thursday, but we will be back then for that. And again, thank you everyone. Let's have a look at the chat quickly before we go. Jesse saying well done, Lewis. No, thank you, Jesse, for your support. Obviously, finalised for your safety car work, mate. You're an absolute legend. Lieutenant Dan there watching his drivers coming on a P1 and 2, saying come on, Reedy and Foxy Dev. Andy there saying good race by Reedy. Craig unlucky not to get a podium. Finalised had a solid race too. Yeah, he did. Finalised. Your consistency was on point. But cheers for tuning in and watching, everyone. Fantastic racing. As I said, back on Thursday, and we will catch you then. Cheers, guys.